Hey everybody. I never did live before. I think I'm doing live. I'm not sure. But it is mid-April. Really stressful week. It's this corona stuff. Um been just, still dealing with ups and downs even within the quarantine. But anyway, I'm trying to introduce the I guess it's called a podcast. I'm going to do a lot of them live, and I'm going to do a lot of them just a video, and I'm going to be taking calls from my messenger. I'm going to do it the old school way, where I'm going to take calls from my messenger Facebook. If anybody cares to call in on the topic, are we looking through eurocentric lenses? Are we looking through eurocentric eyes? And how it's a problem in our community, and how we could come up with solutions. And it's all love. Yeah. So that would be a cool thing to get different people's opinions on, but I would hope that it's solution based. We're not finna be doing that like self-hatred, low-key type stuff. Like, get over that, please, because like I used to get bullied in I'm not talking like this. I used to get bullied in school back in the day and stuff like that. I don't play that shit these days. There's no grown women. All these trials and tribulations we go through getting older, we don't got time for that dumb plantation, looking good for the slave master, but fucking up your own people mentality. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You feel me? It's all love. No cap on the Uncle Toms, but y'all part of the problem. That's part of the Uncle Tom's really. That's who I know. That's not the definition of Uncle Tom in the book terms, but the way it's been used. If you're Uncle Tom, you're overly looking through Eurocentric eyes. But sometimes, some of us, just growing up and stuff, we have traits of being Eurocentric. Fuck a weave. We ain't finna get into all that. I do discuss that on the intro, where it's not about no weave. It ain't about no face makeup, because that we invented that stuff. We invented civilization. They just stole our blueprints and used it for evil. We supposed to have nice stuff, but we're not supposed to be materialistic. Materialistic is Eurocentric. Having the nice stuff of what you need so you could be comfortable, so you could be clean, because we invented cleanliness. That's us from the beginning. I'm talking about traits as in how we treat each other as a people. So that's what I'm talking about on there. And I would love to hear people chiming in, and I hope it's enjoyable as well as healing, because that's the purpose of it. Any critiques or whatnot, I'm not perfect. That's me. I went through domestic, but I'm still trying to clear a lot of like busyness and stress and stuff like that out of my life from 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago of domestic violence. So please don't sit here and try to like judge me. None of that shit. You feel me? I had to get my Medea laugh on with that. Like, we ain't having that shit today. No days, because that my nerves is too bad for that. But yeah, every other critiques of like more topics or whatnot. We not finna talk about why is this geared towards black people and tribes or whatnot. See OPD rolling by. I'm just sitting in this car. It's basically a rental car. I don't drive every day. It's quarantine. This is like a porch to me sometimes. I don't have a porch where I live at. So, whatever. But, yeah. So, that's basically what it's going to be about. And excuse my cracking voice. I get allergies and stuff this time of year. My voice might be cracking sometimes on these videos. Because I get allergies and stuff. No damn Rona over here. I take too many herbal essence, bitch. I do cuss a little bit, sorry. Town biz. I'm kind of goofy. Excuse my goofiness and silliness, but at the same time, serious than a motherfucker. So, yeah. That's about it. I hope y'all enjoy. Please tune in. There's nothing else to do when it comes to entertainment. Learn something. Teach something. Put in I don't even like to say the term 2 cents, because sometimes you could be putting in $1,000 or $1 million or trade and bartering. Like, fuck that 2 cent shit. Where the fuck that coming? Some shit is 2 cents. Some shit is 0 cents, negative point, negative red line, get the fuck up out of here sense. And you might get hung up on or deleted if it's like too degrading and bad. But we do want to hear and respect all opinions. But if your opinion is disrespectful and degrading, it's going to get deleted or hung up on the phone. Because we don't have a lot of temper tolerance for that. And nobody can't say that I can't do that, because I be seeing other people do that do the same thing as what I'm doing. So, and they have hella people still listening and tuning in. I don't give a fuck if it's only 5 people tuning in. Somebody gonna learn something today or them days or whatever. But peace, y'all. This was just an intro to the intro. Check them both out, and there will be the actual casting of different topics of it. And it's really hard to stick to one because there's so many different facets of looking through European eyes, looking through a white woman's eyes as a black person, or whatever non-white person, but tribal related to us more. So I'm mainly just talking about black people. I'm pretty sure Samoans and stuff can relate, because they were colonized and they have ties with African and stuff like that in the DNA and all that. So, whoever could relate on that sense of pre-colonization versus being colonized now, everybody is eurocentric. And we think that's the way to be, like they taught you in elementary school and shit like that, in high school with the movies and history and stuff like that. You think that that's the way to go, even with that. And you don't even know it's instilled in you since slavery time. So fuck all that. We finna start chipping away at the rotting shell on our people bit by bit, if you're willing to have that, process. This is just one avenue. This is not all me. This is not all off my head. I have a lot of it in my head, but this is not straight from my dome. It's coming from my dome, but it's not straight from my dome like that. This comes from teachers that I met over the years. Shout out to Jody Campbell at Peralta Colleges. I'm not going to refer to specific stuff that he said or taught or whatever, because I don't want to mess nothing up he got going. But I'm giving him props and big ups. Shout out to him. Shout out to it's a lot of people. If I leave anybody out, it's still I love. Shout out to BRLP. Shout out to a lot of other comrades. This is just giving credit from people that I learned from over the years. Shout out to Melvin Dixon, rest in peace. This is one of my main OG elder teachers. He had an actual class program. He's a Panther. He was a Panther that extended the Panther program, teaching program, and he taught about society. He actually has documentation and books and actual newspaper articles, and they actually were in the field in the days of the Panthers. And he had a teaching class once a week for several years, and I attended his classes for several years till some shit shut him down. And he went on. His thing got shut down in 2012, but his stuff was going on and off until he passed away in 2018. I believe it was 2018. So I was going to his program for at least 2 years in the beginning, and then I only was able to work with him bits and pieces after 2012, and I learned a lot. My son was in elementary school and he learned a lot. So that's where a big percentage of and then we had I have a lot of peers. So I don't want to keep carrying on about everybody that taught. Shout out to Chess, shout out